This is Bearded Bar Talk.
What's going on, guys? Mike Stone here, and you're watching Bearded Bar Talk. All right, so on today's episode, what we're going to be talking about is the most bang for your buck when it comes to alcohol, right? Because this is the Bearded Bar Talk. We like to have a great time at the Bearded Bar Talk. All right, but we are definitely balling on a budget, right? I mean, every day of the week, the struggle is real. So we are trying to ball on a budget here. So I'm going to give you my knowledge of good alcohol for a very cheap price. Okay, so we've got Judy Tootie over here joining us. Okay, to begin with, it's a very special guest tonight. Judy Tootie in the building. So Judy, say hi to the people out there.
Hey, everybody.
Right, Judy Tootie here. She is the voice of reason here on the Bearded Bar Talk. So, Miss Judy, what is your favorite type of alcohol? I mean, if you had to narrow it down to one specific liquor, or whether it be beer, a wine cooler, or wine, what would be your favorite if you had to pick out of one of those?
If I had to pick one.
Like just one, what's your top one? The top one, number one.
Oh, probably whiskey.
So whiskey. So that's what we're going to start with, okay? We're going to start with whiskey. So, okay, you got a couple different options that are some really good options out there that are more bang for your buck, because I'm all about saving a dollar. So you could go out, now some stuff you can't. There is no substitute. Like you can't.
Right.
You just can't, right? Like if you want freaking one of the flavors that they've come out with that only a specific brand makes, you have to get the brand, right?
Right.
Like the Crown Salted Caramel. I've never seen another salted caramel out there of any brand of whiskey. Right. But they do have other options for just plain old whiskey.
Yeah.
Or Canadian whiskey, because that's the kind of whiskey I like.
Mm-hmm.
Canadians do one thing really good, is they make fucking whiskey. Okay, right. So if you want to get a good bang for your buck, what you do is you go down to your liquor store and you find something called R&R. Okay, it stands for rich and rare. Okay, and you buy the reserve.
Yeah. Rich and rare reserve.
All right.
And that's like a good substitute for like a Crown.
For like a Crown Royal Canadian whiskey type thing.
Yeah.
Another good one though that I have found over the years is if you have a Costco membership, okay, you can go down to Costco and buy the Kirkland brand of Canadian whiskey.
Surprisingly good.
Surprisingly, it is pretty good for the price point. I mean, a bottle of the R&R, if you get the 1.75 liter, a bottle of R&R is going to run you about $21. That's at the ABC store, not at the package store.
I made that mistake.
Right. If you go to the package store, you're going to spend twice as much money on a cheap bottle of liquor.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just the way it is. I mean, that's just life.
Yeah, I spent, I think, $32.
See what I'm saying? You could have got it for $21.99 for a 1.75 liter. That's just the way it is. And that's the reserve of that specific brand. Yeah. So that's like their better choice.
Right.
You know, they have the regular R&R and then they have the R&R reserve, which is like $20.
Right.
For a 1.75 liter.
Yeah.
Which is way better than Crown Royal, whereas if you were to go buy a bottle of Crown Royal, you'd spend about $54.
Yeah, that's out of budget.
You see what I'm saying? Out of budget, right? We're trying to save a dollar.
So if you don't have a Costco membership or don't know anybody who does, definitely check out the R&R. But if you do have a Costco membership or know somebody who does,
go to Kirkland.
Check the Kirkland.
Go to Kirkland. Kirkland knows best.
Whiskey, yeah. It's pretty good.
It's pretty freaking good. It's pretty freaking good. All right, so if you were to drink, what's another drink that you like out here? I mean, obviously right now you're drinking a beer.
All right.
Right. So, but I feel like we should continue with the liquor because that's what we kind of started with.
Okay.
Right.
So my next liquor choice would be vodka.
Right. So vodka. Okay. I got a great one. Everybody, what's like the number one choice of anything top shelf if anybody wants vodka.
Grey Goose.
Grey Goose, right?
Yeah.
Grey Goose. They want Grey Goose. The top dollar fine French fucking imported fucking, vodka over here, right? Where you're paying fucking way too much money for. All right. So you can go down to the ABC store right now and get something that is very, very, very close to Grey Goose. And it is a fraction of the price. Okay. It's called Seagram's. Makes a extra smooth vodka. It is literally called Seagram's Extra Smooth Vodka. You cannot tell the difference between the Grey Goose and the Seagram's Extra Smooth. You can't.
I would have to do a taste test.
People have done it. Look it up. It's on YouTube. People find it on YouTube all the time.
That would be a fun. Yeah.
That would be a fun idea. No, that would be a great idea.
Blind taste test.
Blind taste test. Have somebody bring us 2 different shots.
That would be super fun.
Of different alcohols.
We have to try to figure out which one is like the top shelf.
Yes, that's a great idea for another podcast. We're gonna have to do that. But I'm trying to tell you right now, you cannot tell the difference between the Seagram's Extra Smooth Vodka and the, fancy top dollar freaking Grey Goose. Another good brand is Tito's. Tito's vodka is another pretty. I mean, it's not like your cheapest, but it's a decent fair price for a good vodka, and it's made in the USA.
Tito's is good.
Tito's is good vodka, but Seagram's Extra Smooth Vodka is cheap as you can get. No. Let me rephrase that. Not as cheap as you can get, but the cheaper of the brands of vodka, and it's a good price point. Good quality, good price point.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So if we move on to rum. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to rum, I buy a name brand. I feel like I haven't found a good substitute for clear rum.
Yeah.
I buy Bacardi. It's not like your top.
I can't even think of another. Can you?
Oh, there's plenty out there. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty out there. There's plenty out there. I'm sure. You go to the rum aisle and fucking the liquor store, I guarantee you there's a shitload of rum there. But I haven't found a better one. It's a decent price point. It's got a great flavor to it.
Yeah.
It's got a good burn, if you will. You know what I mean?
And it won't break the bank.
And it really won't break your bank. It really won't. No, it won't. It's a decent price.
So do you prefer white rum or
over dark rum? Yeah, no, I do not like spiced rum. I'm not a fan.
Spiced rum?
Huh?
What's the brand of Captain Morgan?
Captain Morgan is the. I'm not a fan of spiced rum though. I don't know what it is about it. Like if I want rum, I want Bacardi, and I want it to be clear.
Yeah.
You remember for a while there, we were drinking Bacardi and Dr. Pepper. It didn't break our bank.
Oh yeah. Like if it's in a fancy drink, spiced rum's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
but
a fancy cocktail.
But I don't want
like
a spiced rum and Coke.
No.
It's a little bit too spicy.
Gotcha.
A little bit muy caliente.
So stick with the Bacardi
Stick
if you're
with
going
the clear.
with rum.
Stick with the clear.
Yeah.
The only thing dark I like is the whiskey, but they don't make a clear whiskey, or do they? Do they make a clear whiskey?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
With
but if they did make a clear whiskey, I would try it. You know what we could do is we could get a Brita.
Oh my gosh.
And run the whiskey through it. It would probably make it clear, right?
What color is the Crown Peach? It's dark too.
It's brown. Yeah. Same color as regular. So, once again, on rum, I can't really go to anywhere else. I haven't found a better brand.
If you know one, let us know.
If you know one, definitely comment and let us know what is your favorite brand of rum for a good price point.
Yep.
That's not going to break the bank. All right, so moving on.
Gin.
Once again with gin, we go right back to Seagram's because they make an extra dry gin. Now, a lot of people don't like gin. A lot of people say gin tastes like pine sol. Has a very piney aftertaste, which it does.
It does have a piney
essence. The Seagram's though is a very decent price point, and it doesn't really have that much of an after flavor of that pine needle, like you just ate a Christmas tree.
Yeah, I like Seagram's.
Now, what now? So, okay, gin is actually one of the ones that I feel like the higher you go, the more pine needly it tastes. Like if you go out and get like Bombay or Tanqueray,
yeah.
you know, then it's like extremely piney.
Yeah.
Whereas like the cheaper version of it, it's not really so much piney.
But it goes well with like a lemon.
Yeah, well, pine goes good. Yeah, well, I mean,
like
that's why Pine Sol did fucking lemon scented fucking cleaning because it goes well together.
Drink some Pine Sol. Same damn thing.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, in essence.
Yeah.
In essence.
Yeah. Don't do that.
But once again, Seagram's extra dry gin. Okay, that's the way to go. It is. I mean, for what you're paying for, you're getting a good deal. Okay. So, and then I feel like last but not least on liquors, okay, used to be one of my top favorite liquors of all time, tequila. Tequila.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're going to go tequila, the one thing that people fuck up on, and I'm just going to say this, I'm going to drop in a little knowledge on you right now, okay? The one thing that people fuck up on is the fact that they will drink stuff like tequila that is not 100% agave.
Yeah.
That's where you fuck up. That's got a bunch of fillers and bullshit in there, and that's what gives you the worst hangover of your life.
Yeah, it's bad.
Right, it's bad. It's bad. But if you go out and you get a decent, 100% agave, they make, and a lot of people think, oh, well, it's gold. I like the gold, because it does. I feel like it does have a little bit of a different flavor.
Yeah.
It does. But they get Jose. Jose Cuervo.
Mm-hmm. You've done plenty of them shots
in your day. I'm one that prefer the gold, but they definitely make gold 100% agave tequila.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you're gonna get tequila, Saza Blue. Okay, it's not a gold. And I like the gold. It's not a gold. It's a silver tequila. Okay, it's called Saza Blue. It's cheap. For a liter, it's like $20. That's what I'm saying. Like everything I've named is in the $20 range.
Yeah.
For a big bottle. For at least a liter.
Yeah. Around there.
Yeah, I mean it is. It really is though.
Yeah.
I mean it's around $20 because we stocked our whole bar to begin with and it cost us $80 and we bought fucking 5 bottles.
Yeah. True.
See what I'm saying? It's around $20 every bottle. Some are cheaper than others, But Salsa Blue is a good way to go. It really is. Salsa Blue is a good way to go.
Okay.
So I feel like now we should move forward and talk a little bit about beer.
Last but not least.
Because I like beer.
Do you have a wine recommendation? Can we do that first?
Okay, yeah, we can do a wine recommendation. Oh, I mean, Barefoot's a good wine to go with.
Yeah.
Barefoot's fairly cheap, and it's fairly tasty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like Barefoot.
Right.
Another good one if you like a red wine, like a Merlot or Cabernet, Dark Horse. It's called Dark Horse.
Yeah.
It's a fairly good price point.
Yeah.
It's fairly cheap. And it's good quality, too. I know you like the White Zinfandel or the Moscato.
Yeah.
Yeah, Moscato's good. Moscato's good.
Delicious.
And that pink Moscato that Barefoot makes.
Yep.
The bubbly.
The bubbly pink
Oh
Moscato.
my God, it's so fucking good.
Oh yeah, I could drink 2 bottles of that.
Easy.
Damn self.
Easy peasy.
Worst headache of your life though.
Oh yeah. Wine's the worst, gives you the worst. More so than tequila.
Yeah.
Like for real, more so than tequila. It's bad.
Have you ever tried like the $2.19 wine at Walmart?
No, nor do I want to.
If you're really desperate.
Now I have had Mad Dog 2020, which is a wine based.
Oh no, that's not.
That should get you fucked up like
That's
you
horrible.
won't want it, like a fucked up that you don't want to be. You know what I mean? Like
Fucking nasty drunk.
yeah, it's like a sloppy, nasty drunk.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not a good time. It's not a good time at all. Okay, so
All right.
that's. I mean, that's the best. I'm not really a wine.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
Just throw that in there.
Yeah, no, we should.
Something
You
for
should.
everybody.
Right. Thank you, Judy.
For you winos.
Thank you, Judy.
Right, that's why I'm here.
Right. So, I feel like I don't know. There's a few different cheap versions of beer out there.
Okay.
There's a lot of cheap beer.
Yeah.
I mean, there really is. You got Natty, you got PBR, you got Bush, you got what's it?
Milwaukee something?
Milwaukee's Best.
Yeah.
There was this one beer that I tried. It's pretty cheap. It was called Good Ass Beer.
Really?
What it was just called Good Ass Beer. Had a little donkey on it.
Oh god.
It was cheap as shit too.
Yeah. I imagine there's a donkey on it.
Yeah, it's cheap. So, I have 2 recommendations here. None of which are PBR. I do not like PBR.
But you drink for $1 at Applebee's.
No, I would. No, I do not. No, I do not. If I go to Applebee's and get a beer, I drink Michelob Ultra.
Yeah.
Which is not what we're talking about, though. We're not talking about premium beers here. Michelob Ultra is a premium light beer.
Is that a premium beer?
It's a premium light beer. It's a superior light beer. I'm pretty sure that's their motto. Superior light beer. Okay? But what I'm drinking right now is the Busch Latte. Shout out to Chris who turned me on to the Busch Lattes. Because they go down pretty smooth.
Yeah, I mean, it's not disgusting.
Great for shotgunning. It's a great beer to shotgun. Like overall, for real, that's one of the best beers I've ever shotgunned. Like, I'm going to say that's the top beer I've ever shotgunned.
It's pretty smooth.
It goes down really smooth. It's got to be cold, though. That's one of those beers that it has to be ice freaking cold.
Yeah, you can't let it sit and get warm. Yeah.
Nope. Can't do it. Wouldn't do it. Can't call it.
Yeah.
If you let Busch Light get hot,
Yeah.
Natty's an all right beer. I drank Natty for a while. So I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty particular when I drink cheap beer. So Busch, I can drink straight from the can. I have no problem with it whatsoever. Like none. Straight from the can. It's perfect every time. When I drank Natural Light, the Fatty Natty, I would want to pour it in a glass. I feel like it tasted better in a glass.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if, like, when you poured it, because it, like, got some air in there or something, made it taste a little better.
Remember when we first moved up in the apartment?
That's all we drank.
We buy, like, a big thing of Natty Light, and you pour it in a glass every time.
Every time.
Which was so weird, because usually you don't.
I don't pour it in a glass. Yeah. But Natty is one of those ones I want in a glass. For some reason, I don't know, it tastes better. Okay, Busch, I can straight out the can.
I love how you say Busch, like it's Busch.
Yeah. I got it from that guy. Shout out to that guy again. You betcha. Follow him on YouTube. I don't know if he's never going to follow me. I'm probably not going to make it that big. But if I do, we should definitely link up for some Busch Lattes.
Collab.
We'll have an afternoon day, sitting in lawn chairs in our short-ass shorts, drinking Busch Lattes.
That'd be hilarious.
I think it would be pretty badass. You know what I'm talking about? Like the kind that Paul Pat wears?
Yeah.
The jean cut-off shorts. Drinking Busch Lattes all day. That's how it is.
What about Rolling Rock? Is that like a cheap
That is
beer?
not a cheap beer,
Okay.
No.
That's what my mom likes, Rolling Rock.
Oh.
She is pretty highfalutin.
Yeah. Fancy schmancy. So
Shout out to Jane.
you like the seltzers.
Yeah.
And everybody
I'm a
knows,
fan.
if you've ever listened to the podcast or heard me talk about seltzers, you know how I feel.
You ain't ever drank one.
I've tried it. I'm not a fan.
You only took a little baby sip.
Not a fan. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what the point I was trying to make. You
I
have
like
tried
seltzers,
the Natty
yes.
seltzer.
Yeah.
Which is a way cheaper price point than Truly or the White Claw.
Yeah.
Or any other one out there.
Yeah.
For that matter.
I really like Truly's. But the Natty Light ones are not bad. I would, if you were on a budget and you like seltzer,
Balling
and you
on a
can't
budget.
afford the $15 price point on a 12-pack of Truly, go with the $8 price point on a 12-pack of Natty.
It's half the price.
Well, 3/4.
8 and 8. What's that?
16.
Okay, what'd you say?
15.
Right, so that's
Okay,
half the price.
almost half.
That's half the price.
I've been out of school way too long.
It's right at half the price. I mean, you might as well call it half the price.
Okay, so yeah, half the price.
Twice as nice.
I
half
tried
price.
the Aloha Beaches one. It's really good. I haven't
Aloha
tried
Beaches.
the Aloha Beaches.
Yeah, but you gotta say a pause and it sounds better. Aloha Beaches.
Oh. Haven't tried the Catalina Lime Mixer. I want
The
to.
fucking Catalina lime mixer.
I like the names. It's creative.
Yeah, it's very creative. It is.
Shout out to their
Shout out to their.
creative
You're
team.
right, because that was pretty fucking cool.
good names. But yeah, I'd recommend it.
Right. So, do you prefer the cheaper versions of the things we've named over the top dollar? That's a question. Because I know a lot of folks that all they drink is Natty. I know a lot of people all they drink is Busch.
Yeah, if I'm gonna drink beer, I mean, I'm not a huge beer drinker all the time, but
Right.
I mean, I prefer Michelob Ultra. That's like my go-to. But I mean, might be turning into Busch.
Busch.
It's not that bad.
No, Busch is good.
Now, yeah, the vodka. I agree with the vodka and the gin on the Seagrams all
Mhm.
day.
All day.
I just don't see. There's no rationalization to spend that much more like on Grey Goose for
No.
the vodka when you can get something cheaper.
No.
And then
Especially vodka. Vodka
the
like
white
has.
rum, Bacardi. I haven't tried anything else.
Right.
Whiskey. Like I feel like I can't really tell that much of a difference, so it
No.
doesn't really matter.
And we've
to
had
me
some
if we
cheap
drink
ass fucking.
R&R or if we drink Crown because you mix it with Coke and it's whiskey and Coke.
But we've had some cheap ass whiskey before and mixed with Coke, and it was
Yeah.
not good. Do you remember the Barton's?
Barton's.
Barton's whiskey.
We like choked our way through that bottle.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's cheap. It's just like $5 a fucking bottle for a
Yeah.
liter. For a liter, it's $5.
Yeah, that's probably some bullshit.
It's horrible.
Yeah, it's not great.
No.
So yeah, I pretty much agree with your recommendations.
They're pretty good recommendations, I feel like.
Yeah. Perfect.
Now, if you want to talk premium, we could talk premium, but this is all about balling on a budget here. I do like some premium stuff. Like, I feel like Crown is my go-to whiskey. It's the one I like. Like you said, Mick Ultras is my go-to on beer.
Yeah.
Those Bud Light oranges, though, pretty fabulous.
They are.
They're pretty fantabulous. You like that? Fantabulous.
Mm-hmm. Pricey too.
They're a bit pricey. They're a bit pricey.
Like over $1 a beer. Can't call it.
Mm-mm. 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 Nope. Not gonna
Not
do it.
at all.
Nope. Not good. It's not good. And I like saving money.
Especially if you buy it at freaking the DG. Don't do that.
Right. Oh God, no. Well, I just feel like most of the time when people drink, you know what I mean? They're gonna drink. You know what I mean? If we're trying to drink, we're gonna drink, right? If we're trying to get a buzz, we're gonna get a buzz, right?
Yeah.
Right. So after, especially beer, after the first one, all tastes the same. Unless you start getting into like fancy ass beer, that's when you start getting like all the tastes and, you know, like craft beer,
Mm-hmm.
which is way more expensive. I can't think of a cheap craft beer.
Yeah. At that bourbon bar, they had like 5 high gravity beers from the same brewer on a flight. And
Like Kentucky bourbon.
no beers.
That's a beer.
Oh.
Kentucky bourbon. It's a
Shows how
it's
much
a,
I know.
It's a beer that's aged.
I don't know,
that
but
is
they were-
fermented in a bourbon cask.
I don't know, but they were like all like high alcohol content on a flight. But
How much that shit cost?
It was a lot. I don't know. $40. But we didn't do it. But
Hell no.
I imagine if you did that by yourself, you'd be drunk.
No, a flight of beer is bullshit.
They're glad
Like
they
this.
were like this and like this, but they're high gravity. They're like freaking 12% each.
12%.
No, I don't know. That's an over exaggeration.
Right.
But-
Like 8%.
I don't know. But I just don't. Most of the time when I try like fancy beers, I don't like them.
So I've tried
Like if
some
I'm gonna drink beer, I'd rather just have like a regular ass beer.
Bush Latte. So the one that I've tried, my favorite fancy beer. While we're talking about beer, my favorite fancy beer is called. It's made by Kentucky Bourbon, and it's called Tequila Wheat. So it's the same concept as the Kentucky Bourbon, but that's aged in a bourbon cask.
Right.
So the other one is aged in, or fermented, excuse me, not aged, fermented.
Right.
It's fermented in a tequila one.
Wow.
So the taste
You
of
get like that
tequila,
essence
of tequila in every sip.
You like it?
Also, it's like tequila lime in a beer. 7.5% by volume.
Y'all have that on tap?
We did.
Yeah.
It's only a seasonal.
Mm.
That's my favorite one though. That shit right there gets you fucked up. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's real good.
Yeah.
So, if you haven't noticed already, Stevie P was unable to make it tonight, so we had to go on without him. Next time, I'm sure he'll be around. But, we're trying to continue going on, so trying to keep, we got to get some material out there.
Yeah.
Got to put material
keep
out
putting
there.
stuff out.
Got to keep putting stuff out because it's all about the viewers, and if the viewers don't have any content, what are you listening to?
Something else.
Right. So,
When you should be listening to?
Bearded Bar Talk. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, I'm a little shameless plug there. It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, I feel like if I'm doing a shameless plug, it's already there. Because sitting on the bar while they're viewing it, and you can see it plain as day right there, I made sure that I turned my mouth hole there on my beer so when I drank it, you could still see it.
Smart.
Yep, shameless plugs everywhere you go. Is what it is, what it is, what it is.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yep. 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 So Christmas is coming.
Yes. What do you want, a case of Busch Light?
Are you excited to see Santa Claus?
Yeah, I'm so excited for Santa to come and bring me a present.
You know
Not
what I
really.
want?
I'm excited for Santa to come and bring Kinsey some present.
You know what I want?
What do you want?
I want a case of Busch Light with a bow on it.
That's
I want
lame.
no. I want the.
I already done got it and got it wrapped up for you.
Do you?
Oh, Bixby, remind me to go buy a case of Busch Light tomorrow.
So they actually make this thing, okay? And I saw it on that guy's channel. It's called, what are they? Okay, so you know how like Natty makes the extra large pack where you get like 30 beers in it, and then that one that we bought, the Kirkland beer, had like 48 beers in it.
Oh my gosh!
Right.
Yeah.
So you know what Busch calls their pack like that?
What?
Just take a guess. A bushel.
Oh my gosh!
That's awesome.
A bushel of bush.
A bushel of beer. The whole fucking bushel. Bush.
I'm out of beer.
I hope Busch sponsors me. That'd be cool as shit. Like, I hope Busch comes on to Bearded Bar Talk. I'm like, man, come our sponsor. Busch.
Sponsor your video.
Yeah, I drink Busch all day. I just retire and drink Busch all day.
Lord of mercy. If Bush sponsors you, you probably can.
If you're listening,
Holla at me, Bush.
holla at me, Busch. Let's stand up real quick. Because I need a bushel.
Grassy ass.
Oh. The one guy every time. I don't know if I'm gonna get copyrighted by doing it, but I'm pretty sure it's like the commercial when the Busch can opens. Everybody does you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's like Bush's thing. You know what I mean? You ready? Bush. Man, that's good beer.
Isn't there a Busch car in NASCAR?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but I don't watch NASCAR.
I'm just saying, I never really even heard of Busch until.
I wonder if isn't the NASCAR driver for Busch Kyle Busch?
He's probably like a descendant or a friggin'.
He makes the beer that we.
He's an heir to the Busch.
Busch dynasty, the dynasty of Busch. You know how they make Duck Dynasty? They should do that, but call it Busch Dynasty.
Busch Dynasty.
Yeah, bunch of drunks drinking Busch Light all day.
Oh my gosh, that would be so awesome.
That would be an awesome TV show.
Pitching it tomorrow.
Yep. Calling up MTV. No, we'll do it on CMT.
Yeah, for sure. There's your viewing audience right there.
That is the viewing audience for Busch.
Yep. Yeah.
So I think this has been a pretty decent episode here of the Bearded Bar Talk. So one thing I want to do real quick is shout out to all you viewers out there and listeners, because without you guys, we wouldn't be where we are. And make sure you go to the Facebook page, like and share every video if you're so inclined. Also, check us out on Twitter, Instagram, all at Bearded Bar Talk. Okay, just remember, at Bearded Bar Talk, at Bearded Bar Talk, at Bearded Bar Talk. Judy, I want to thank you for chiming in with us tonight.
No problem. I hope you can hear me. If
Judy
not,
does have a pretty soft, quiet voice over here, but
it's just the Judy way.
You would think with Judy Tootie being the name that you'd be a little bit more Tootie about it. But it's all right. Guys, this
Personality is developing.
What? Say it again.
The personality is developing.
Heard that. We're getting your radio personality on.
Yep.
Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Make sure you like, share. Make sure you tune in to the next podcast coming up. This has been Mike Stone, and you've been listening to Bearded Bar Talk.